And I would like to give a shout out to, I think his name was Ken. He works at the sandwich shop near where we used to go to school. He said, "What's up?" He's a cool guy.
Can you cut the camera down?
Yeah, totally. Hey, why don't I get a shout out? I had one. I was like, I had one I wanted to use.
Yeah, but you weren't even saying it confidently.
I'm sorry.
You think a guy wants an uncomfortable shout out as if you don't want to shout him out?
Well, because I don't, like...
Hey,
I think, like, I don't want to...
Shout out to this guy. Come on, man. You gotta be like Tom Cruise.
Woo!
I'm in love with Alba!
Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name's Gregory.
And I'm John.
We're gonna go to the next level. We're gonna reach up to the next level. There was a joke I made forever ago.
Ooh, deep
when I heard they were making a sequel to Jack Reacher.
Oh no.
It was called Jack Reacher, Jack Off, Reach Around.
I don't remember. What episode?
It was on a movie news video that I don't do anymore.
Okay.
So Jack Reacher, never go back. Looks like the Reacher is going back though. That's what that title implies. I remember when this movie came out, man, like everyone was just bitching about how Tom Cruise was casting it because he's not like 6'5" and 200 something pounds. He's supposed to have like a huge chest. I think it was like blonde hair too. It was just very opposite from the source material.
So he's supposed to look like the guy from the Venture Brothers?
Yeah, I think so. Like more like Dolph Lundgren.
Brock Simpson.
However, when the movie came out though, people were like, you know what though? Tom Cruise, he got the internal stuff down. He wasn't like super good the whole time, you know, he can get nasty, he'll kill people and shit.
What it felt kind of like an older school sort of crime novel sort of an approach, you know, which made it more interesting.
He's mysterious and stuff.
Yeah, he's clearly taken really seriously and like putting a lot of work into this.
Yeah.
And it was also like the film where we saw Jai Courtney and we were like, it's pretty cool. I remember people were like, that Jai Courtney guy's got some.
Yeah, his next movie was like The Day to Die Hard.
Yeah, and then it went down. Werner Herzog. Like, there were these weird, quirky things about it that I was like, that's kind of cool.
Now, before we watch this trailer, I'm already wondering what direction this is going to go down. I know there's a series of books, but what a lot of people were surprised by, what I noticed, is that when the movie actually came out, it wasn't like how the trailer advertised. It was a murder mystery with a few action scenes. The trailers made it look like it was going to be like another Mission Impossible kind of film in a way.
Mission Impossible beats Jason Bourne, like one of those, like, it's grittier.
And Christopher McQuarrie, like, he launched his, like, strong bond with Tom Cruise after that film.
Only origins.
Yeah. Except in this one, Christopher McQuarrie's not directing it. So I don't know who's directing it. I don't know if it's going to go down more the action route.
Did he write it?
Let's find out. Let's pull up the IMDb. He did not write it. And the director, that's right, it's the guy who did The Last Samurai. He's done some movies since The Last Samurai that might not have been liked too much.
Oh, really?
But Thomas Cruise, I feel like when he has faith in the right director, he can do it. Because he's pretty much in control of a lot of his films. Like, he decides a lot of the time who he thinks should direct. He contacts them personally often.
You can always kind of count on a Tom Cruise production to be pretty good, you know?
And Cobie Smulders is in this too, which I'm excited about.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how that works. I'm not used to her in movies yet.
What the hell happened here? There's a fight. One guy took them all down with his bare hands.
Nice.
Iron Man.
He's still in there. Turn around, mister. Let me see your hands. Slowly.
Oh, he's cool.
Aggravated assault is a felony in this state, Mr. Reacher. Process him and get him to county.
Two things are going to happen in the next 90 seconds.
Excuse me?
First, that phone over there is going to ring. Second, you're going to be wearing these cuffs on your way to prison.
Well, that is one magnificent prophecy, Mr. Reacher.
Oh. Now, how's he going to do the handcuff thing?
Just going to keep on ringing.
Thanks for tipping us off to that sheriff.
When are you coming to D.C.?
I move around a lot.
You're a legend. Folks wonder why you left. Purple Heart, Silver Star. Here's this big dent in the dust. People say you made it with someone's husband.
Nice.
Jack Reacher for Major Turner.
Major Turner's been arrested.
On what charge?
Espionage.
He's been set up.
Oh shit!
Oh no.
How much does Reacher know?
How's it going?
Oh.
I don't like being followed.
Got a strong fist.
Think you're vulnerable. That's right. Maybe I rip your arm off and beat you to death with it.
I'm sorry about this.
He's here to kill you.
My men were shot by one of our own.
Whoa.
This is bigger than I imagined. You ever lose anyone on your watch, Reacher?
Whoa, this movie's gone Hollywood.
Yeah, seriously.
I think you're above the law. But I'm not the law. So you should start running, because I'm going to start hunting. And when I find you,
It's like a slasher movie.
Kill you all.
It's a haircut. All you guys go to the same barber?
He's gonna kick an ass in every single scene of this movie.
Truthfully, that was my thing that I was like kind of concerned about was,
Yeah.
is this movie going to go down the path that it was originally marketed towards? Because I remember that overall Jack Reacher seemed to have a rather split decision when it came to crowds. A lot of people didn't like. I remember the schmoes hated Jack Reacher.
What?
But Chris Stuckman and Jeremy Johns Jeremy Johns thought it was okay, and Chris Stuckman thought it was great. So this one I was like, okay, well, is this one going to actually go down the path that the original was marketed like, or are they going to try to do it again with a really great, like, enhancing, mysterious story? This could either be two things. The trailer is lying again, or it's exactly what it looks like it's going to be, because it looks like a lot of the movie, you know? It looks
It looks like they showed us a condensed version of the movie as if just to say, this is the tone of the first 20 minutes, and this is the tone of the next 20 minutes. And like every time we got like 30 seconds further, or 25 seconds further, it seemed like it was getting a little bit bigger on the Hollywood scale.
Yeah.
It started off as like intriguing crime thriller that's also like really heavy and cool, and then it ends in like full Michael Bay, like like full like explosion, witty line. He's kicking an ass.
He's
like,
putting
already.
on he's putting it in disguise. He steals a uniform. He jacks a cop's car.
It seems like this movie is going to progressively get more and more extreme. So it's going to start out feeling like the first movie, and then it's going to end feeling like, Edge of Tomorrow.
And that's another thing, too. I don't think that when it comes to, like, these... Because the thing is, like, it does look like a Tom Cruise flick again.
Yeah,
and
totally.
But Jack Reacher looked like that, and it wasn't just that. And I remember people felt that way about Edge of Tomorrow. It looked like every recent Tom Cruise film at the time. But it wasn't that. So I can't say that it's going to be exactly the same thing. What the trailer's giving us, though,
so many things.
I'd be on board for it still. I'm like, Tom Cruise kicking ass, saying cool shit. I'm totally on board for that. I love Tom Cruise. I really love Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
I like watch interviews on YouTube of Tom Cruise. Like, I think he's a really fun guy. I don't really watch his like religious stuff. Cobie Smulders has been kidnapped. I'm like, I don't give a shit.
She's kind of badass. Like,
I didn't really think she got kidnapped, and Jack Reacher was like, what the fuck?
The second he was like, I gotta take on the government. Like, it seems like there was a point in the trailer where it kind of started to lose me, where it got a little too big. I don't know, I feel like that could either be really cool, and it'll just like somehow become this kind of goofy thing.
It looks a lot more straightforward.
Or if it'll tip over and just kind of give in to indulgence and not work after a while.
Because there was a mystery and reveal vibe with the first one. This feels like it doesn't contain any of that.
Well, and the first one had like a grim villain.
All I want to know is, the first one had like, it was like a slow burn kind of thriller in a lot of ways. Do the action sequences look cool? Yeah, they do. But there's also an edginess that I feel is missing. Even from the trailer for the first one, I remember thinking like, that looks violent. Like when he's like fucking up those guys at the bar.
Well, this looks like
this looks like
they were taking
action
like,
scenes. Yeah.
Well, some of it looks like action scenes, but some of it looks like they were trying to take notes off of Taken, and stuff like that. Make it the like cool, respected actor, but he's also kicking ass all the time movie, and then it becomes Die Hard.
It's like the only thing we don't really know is like who exactly are these guys that Tom Cruise is going after. He's like, I'm gonna kill every one of you. Like that's all we got to find out. But I don't know. I feel like they'll tell us that pretty early in the movie.
I feel like
I'm gonna watch it. I watch anything with Tom Cruise. I'm gonna watch it.
I feel like this movie could just end up being just like this trailer, but a little bit longer.
At the same time, though, like I think audiences might be okay with that because a lot of people didn't. I think I remember on Rotten Tomatoes even it only had like a 60% or something, 63%. I could see them trying to make it better by like going, well, what the audiences really wanted was this, so maybe they do a great job with it. And Tom Cruise kicks ass in films like that.
No, they make it look super fun and super badass, but they don't make, like, the mystery I'm left with isn't enough to make me be like, yeah, I gotta see this. You know?
No, it just looks like an action movie with a straightforward plot.
Yeah, I'm like, if this wasn't like Tom Cruise and it didn't look just badass enough, I might not be interested.
True. Jack Reacher, Never Go Back. Not sure when that comes out. October, perfect Halloween movie. If
There
you're
were-
new
there were
to the
beats in this
channel,
trailer that
you
felt
can
like
subscribe
Halloween.
to The Real Rejects.
Yeah, sorry.
Almost went a whole video, John.
I'm sorry. But it looked like Halloween at times.
Sure. John is the Jerry of the Reasons, and he's a social media manager at Blumhouse.com. Actually, go to Facebook.com/Blumhouse. Way more interesting. And you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and our Facebook is The Real Rejects. And I want to give a shout out to Tom Cruise. Tom, you've been through a lot lately with that whole fake divorce you had with Katie Holmes, and you have this Asian-looking baby. I'm not even sure if it's yours. And people still speculate that you might actually be a closet homosexual. But despite all that, I think you were great in Interview with a Vampire.